Hey guys, Inferno here, jumping into Aircraft Carrier Survival. This has just released on Steam, 20th of April 2021, and almost exactly a year to go to the day I played the prologue of this game and sucked hard at it. It's a very difficult game. It was quite difficult, and watching a few other people's playthroughs, they also struggled with that campaign, almost to the point where, you know, are we meant to not survive just so we learn? But here we are, into the full game. I'm just tweaking the settings. Noise. Alright. So, quick little bit about this game. It is developed by Gambit Games Studios and published by CreativeForge Games. Thank you guys for the review key. When the harshness of the sea meets the cruelties of war, a challenge for perseverance makes itself known, and it is like none other. Welcome to Aircraft Carrier Survival, a simulator set in the merciless reality of World War II, where your prowess as a commander decides the fate of a naval behemoth. So it has been, as I said, a year since I played the prologue, and shame on me, I should play more. But it was a good game, and I love the survival aspect of it and managing it, but then it got to a point where I was getting attacked, and then my ship started getting destroyed, and I was starting to lose concentration because I was trying to put out the fires, trying to save my men, trying to defend from the airstrike, all that kind of thing. But enough of me rambling. Let's play the tutorial again, just so I can relearn the basics. Interesting to note, there's a sandbox mode that's been added with this full release. So tutorial and campaign, and now sandbox mode. But tonight I'm going to do tutorial, and let's see if I can actually survive. So we're going to do carrier maneuvers and officer orders first.
Good day, Admiral. I'm here to run you through the basics of the interface you will be using to control the carrier. Let's begin with controlling the camera. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. To rotate the view around the carrier, move the mouse while holding the right mouse button. Perfect. Next, I'll cover moving the vessel. We begin by setting a waypoint. Please click the tactical map icon. This is the tactical map menu. You can see our carrier's current position, represented by the highlighted marker. To direct our course, you must begin by clicking this marker.
Alright.
Next, click your intended destination on the map. Vantage Point 1, our current goal, is highlighted here. Perfect. Our course is set. Click the exit button to close the tactical map menu.
Achieve! Got an achievement called Ensign, which sets sail for the first time. I can do that.
To get moving, we must now start the engines. Click the carrier speed icon, then click the desired speed to begin moving our fleet. Please select slow. Higher speeds are unavailable for now.
Okay, so we're going to go dead slow is not a stop, but it's very slow, and because you can see the wake coming out the back. And
we're moving. For the time being, we must wait for our strike group to reach its destination. You can control the speed of the ongoing action using the speed controls in the bottom right corner of the screen.
Alright, so we go 2 times, let's go 3 times even. Whoa, let's go back to first. Or do I have to keep it going?
Excellent.
There we go.
We have reached our first destination. Traveling the seas depletes our resources. When we are out of supplies, the carrier can still continue moving, but we cannot deploy any aircraft. We will discuss the finer points of variables relating to supply use later. To resupply the carrier, you must give the order. To get started, open the order menu by clicking the icon below.
Okay.
Next, please click the resupply ship icon to begin preparing the order.
So it says stop the carrier to begin the resupply procedure. Without supplies, your crew cannot perform most flight deck operations. It takes 2 hours.
You must now assign officers to the order. Officers' expertise in one of 2 fields, Navy or Air, is measured by numerical scores shown beside their portraits. To execute an order, the assigned officer's collective scores must meet the requirements shown on that order's icon.
Oh, yeah?
Of course, you have expertise in both fields, Admiral. Click your portrait to assign yourself to the resupply ship order.
Okay.
You can now confirm the order by clicking the highlighted icon. Now we must wait for the resupply procedure to reach completion. Let me remind you, Admiral, that you can use the time speed controls to speed up the action while we wait.
Alright, so let's go to wait 2 hours.
Excellent. Perhaps we
Nice.
should increase our speed for the journey toward our next destination. To do so, we will need more crew assigned to our navigation department. Click the crew management icon to
Okay.
begin. In this menu, you can manage onboard personnel assigned to each department. Drag and drop 2 additional crew units to the navigation department. The walking animation indicates that they are still in the process of taking their position. You can also
Okay.
increase the speed of this action using the time speed controls.
Okay, so we've done that. And
The units are in position. You can now close the crew management menus.
Okay.
With the increased manpower in the navigation department, we can now reach maximum speed. Click the carrier speed icon and select full.
alright, here we go.
Next, we must set our course. Open the tactical map and click our fleet. There is land between us and our destination.
Yeah, right.
So we
Okay.
cannot travel as the crow flies. But we can plot a course of up to 3 waypoints by clicking
Okay.
on a series of points, ending with our destination.
Right.
Right-click a waypoint to remove it.
So if we go there, oh, fleet, to there, to there. Nice. Okay. Next tutorial. All right. Well, that makes sense.
Admiral, we have received information about an unidentified object some distance from here.
Okay.
I recommend that we carry out a reconnaissance mission. Click the island or press 3 on your keyboard to begin the preparations. And this view shows the island where you and your officers coordinate the
Okay.
ship's operations. Each room provides a facility called a switch for carrying out 3 functions. Each room switch can only be set to enable 1 function at a time. Set the switch in the meteorology room to add 1 times recon mission.
All right. So we click on the
Time to
recon
work.
room.
On the double.
Oh, add 1 recon mission. Am I doing it right?
Click the Combat Information Center, CIC, to send an officer there. In this case, yourself, Admiral. An officer will be temporarily unavailable while moving between rooms.
Okay.
When you reach CIC, set the room switch to add 1 times identify target's mission. The function enabled by the switch in the meteorology. Now we can find out more about the information we received by opening the tactical map. Here you can see the location of the unknown object, represented by a marker. Let's return to the carrier and prepare a mission to find out more about it.
All right.
Next, we must enter the deck view. Click the deck of the carrier using your mouse or press 1 on your key. Here you can prepare the aircraft for dispatching on missions. Click the plus icon and select dive bombers to position a squadron on the deck. You'll then see click the plus icon and position a second squadron of dive bombers, sir.
Okay. So here they come. Speed that up.
Missions currently available for execution are shown in the available section of the missions panel below. Hover over the highlighted recon icon and click the prepare button. Then click your chosen target of the recon mission and click a place on the map to set it as the recovery area, the place where you will pick up our returning planes. In this
Okay.
case, I suggest selecting our vessel's current location, sir. Click confirm to complete the plan.
Well, that's cool. Okay.
The preparations for the mission are complete, Admiral. You can now click. We are ready to launch the mission. Hover over the highlighted recon icon in the ready section of the missions panel and click the launch icon. The airman will
Yeah.
depart shortly.
See the pilots on down there. There they go. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it's going to take, I think it was 3 hours. So let's just fast forward some time.
The mission has begun. You can observe its progress by opening the to track the progress of a particular mission. Now we must wait for their mission report. As always, Admiral, you can speed up the passage of time by using the time speed controls.
So let's go fast forward and watch what happens.
The reconnaissance mission report has been received, sir. It was merely a group of whales. No adversaries were found. We must now prepare the deck for the recovery of our returning aircraft. Please click Confirm to close the report, and then close the tactical. Click the deck management icon above. As you can see, the deck is currently in the launching state. Click the recovery icon on the left of the panel to prepare. When aircraft returning from a mission are ready to land, the mission's icon will appear in the recovery section of the panel below. Hover over the highlighted icon to open the panel, and then click the Recover button.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Okay. Let's put it on triple. Oh, here they come.
The mission was completed successfully, sir. Click the deck management icon again and set the deck state back to launching to prepare for further missions.
Prepare for launching.
Deck operation in progress. Oh yeah, they're coming back now. That's awesome.
We have received information regarding another potential target. Admiral, I'll run through the reconnaissance process again. Hover over the recon mission icon below. Click the Prepare button. Then set the mission's target and recovery area in the tactical map view, followed by clicking Confirm. Use the missions panel below to launch the mission. Later, set the deck state to recovery and recover the aircraft as before.
Start engines.
Okay. So let's put that to 3 speed. So everyone's on their way. Oh god. Okay, so our scouts have detected an enemy. Alright, well let's go back to this. Let's go to the map. I want to see them on the map. I want to see if they're... So they got an hour time to return. So if I set the deck to recovery, they got an hour to come back.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Our airmen discovered enemy vessels nearby. We need to determine the fleet's strength and makeup before engaging it in combat. First, open the deck management menu and change the state back to launching. An identified target's mission can then be prepared and launched in much the same way as a recon mission.
So, I'm going to go there and then recover back there. Confirm. Alright, so let's speed it up. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's right. No, we don't need to add bombers. Launch.
Stand by to start engine.
Oh, so we only need one. Oh, we only need one. Okay, cool. Now, there we go. So, oh, I see. So now they're battling it out, I guess. destroyer and submarine to aim and successfully identify the enemy targets. But damn errors. Alright, and they're gonna come back now, so we go to here, we go to the deck view, we go to recovery.
Respot the deck. Prepare for recovery.
Then we get our people back. Now, are they back? Alright, recover.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
The mission report contained all the information we needed about the composition of the enemy fleet, sir. Now click the meteorology room, Admiral. There, you can set the switch to add 1 times airstrike mission.
Time to work.
Enable the airstrike mission. Why not?
Better get to it.
Why not? Pick the meteorology room, then set the switch. Add 1.
Same old, same old.
We're doing it right.
Now, you can use the deck management panel to set the deck to its launching state, sir.
Respot the deck. Prepare for launching.
Alright, so we'll speed that up.
When there are no crew units assigned to the air department, we can only manage 3 squadrons on the deck, which is insufficient for an attack, of course. Let's open the crew management menu to allocate the staff, as we require 5 squadrons for the airstrike. We need to assign 2 crew units to the air department. The unit is on its way, sir. Now you can assign another.
Yep, it's done, and then we'll just speed up till they get
We
there.
have the personnel we need for our strike. Let's return. Prepare an airstrike mission using the panel below, sir.
Okay.
Once you have selected our target, we can prepare our attack strategy. This is the menu for preparing our attack strategy, Admiral.
Wow.
A strategy comprises a set of 5 maneuvers, each represented by a card. There are 3 different types of maneuver: offensive, red; defensive, blue; and supportive, green. You can switch between these categories by clicking the tabs to the left of the cards. For this assault, sir, I recommend that we place the offensive maneuver, Anvil Attack, in slot number 1. Slot number 5 would be an ideal place for a defensive maneuver, Jinking. As we require more defense, I suggest allocating supportive maneuver Strike from the Sun to slot number 2.
Okay.
If you approve of my recommendations, Admiral, please click the Confirm button. As always, we need to specify the recovery area where our airmen will wait for pickup. For the purposes of this mission, I suggest clicking the current location of our fleet. Now click Confirm, sir. Next, we need to return to the deck and prepare our squadrons for the mission. We already have the necessary dive bombers on deck. In addition, we need 3 more squadrons for this engagement: 1 of fighter aircraft and 2 of torpedo bombers. Once they are ready, the mission can be launched.
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Start engine.
Now we have to wait for the outcome of the attack. When the report comes in, you can click the play button to watch the events unfold. We must recover our planes upon their return. Remember to change the deck state to recovery so that they can land, sir.
Clear the flight deck. A plane is approaching landing.
So the airstrike, the enemy lost destroyed submarines, and we lost dive bombers. None of your planes were damaged. Huh. Your airmen destroyed all the enemy. Let's watch. That's cool. I didn't remember that from the prologue. Okay, so we got them coming back. We're in recovery mode.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Okay, and one more squadron. So that's straightforward. What's hard is when we get attacked back and then have to manage our ship. That's when it all goes pear-shaped for me.
We have been made aware of yet another target to reconnoiter, Admiral. I suggest that we launch a recon mission to determine what's there. Go to the island to set the appropriate switch, change the deck state to launching, and then launch the mission.
Take off.
So go to the island. Oh, the island. Okay, so we get out of that view, we go to the island. Set the appropriate switch.
Hunt full focus now. On the double.
I don't remember. There we go. Okay. Launch and recover the recon mission. We're going to prepare it, and we're going to go here, and then come back. Okay, confirm. Incorrect deck state, my bad. We're in launch now. Oh, okay, so I've got to go free camera, launching. Launch.
Start engines.
Okay. Let's go. Scouts detecting the enemy. Confirm. Okay, let's get the deck back into.
Respot the
recovery.
deck. Prepare for recovery.
Okay, and we got 20 minutes to go.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
The report states that it's an enemy base, sir. We must thoroughly identify the targets within the base before we can strike.
Okay, so we'll identify targets. Oh, okay. Then we'll come back. Confirm. Okay, I've got to put the deck back into launch state.
Respot the deck. Prepare for launching. Launch aircraft.
Alright. Enemy spotted an airstrip and large hangars. Your aim is successfully identified the targets. Okay, we're going to go to recovery.
Clear the flight deck. A plane is approaching landing.
And when they're ready, we will recover.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
We have identified the composition of the base, so we can prepare an airstrike. In the strategy menu, you can see that the enemy has blocked one of our offensive maneuvers, so we must consider other options.
In the strategy menu. We've identified the composition of the base, so we can prepare an airstrike. So we need to go
Time to work.
airstrike. Prepare an airstrike mission.
I have an idea, sir. Let's place jinking in slot number 1. As you can see from the description on the card, this maneuver boosts maneuvers in slots number 1 and number 5.
Oh, I see.
I would then recommend placing the strike from the sun maneuver in slot number 3. Please note the summaries in the boxes below, sir. These provide information about the current configuration of our strategy, such as its outcome. As you can see, our current strategy will ensure the safe return of our pilots and the total destruction of the enemy base. If you approve, sir, please confirm the strategy and set the recovery area on the tactical map. The mission will then be ready to launch.
Okay, so this strategy ensures the safety of your pilots. All of the dispatch squadrons will return from the attack. And this strategy ensures the total destruction of the opposing forces. Very nice. So we'll confirm that, and then we'll recover them here. Alright. So, incorrect deck state. Of course it is.
Stand by to start engines.
Now we've just got to wait to recover our planes. There is some...
We were able to draw up a strategy to defeat the enemy with one airstrike, but this is not always possible. When organising our strategy, we can select a particular target within a base or fleet, represented by a card shown on the right side of the strategy, selected for attack. This way we can destroy the targets one by one over a number of airstrikes. Recover the airstrike mission. So let's watch that. So good.
else I'd like to mention, Admiral. In this case, we were able to draw up a strategy to defeat the enemy with one airstrike, but this is not always possible. When organizing our strategy, we can select a particular target within a base or fleet, represented by a card shown on the right side of the strategy menu, to select it for attack. This way, we can destroy the target.
Nice. Okay, on to the last tutorial. Still feel very afraid of taking on a real battle when they fight back. Hopefully this teaches us how to
we have
defend.
received word of an imminent enemy airstrike. We need to boost our defenses. The carrier's defenses are measured in defense points, shown on a meter in the top left corner of the screen. However, our strike group's escort ships share a separate defense value, shown on the highlighted escort icon. Hover over this icon to continue. To increase these values, we need to assign crew to a specific department. Please open the crew. We can increase both our defense values by assigning personnel to the anti-aircraft department, 1 point per crew unit. Drag and drop a crew unit there now. The number of available slots in the department can be upgraded later, sir.
Okay, someone could done. And then we're just gonna wait till they get there.
We can now exit this menu, sir. Ordering our ship's escort to assume a defensive formation will also increase both of our defense values. This can be achieved by launching a defensive position order. In the island view, we can send an officer to the Combat Information Center to set the switch to add 1 times CAP mission, enabling a combat air patrol mission.
Ready, sir!
You must now enter the deck view, Admiral. Position 2 squadrons of fighter aircraft on the deck to prepare the CAP mission. Remember that you can see the planes required for a mission by hovering over its icon below, sir. Launch the mission, and you'll see both our carriers and escorts next, sir. I recommend the switch we want to set is in the pilot briefing room, Admiral. In this room, you can set the switch to add +1 carrier to... We are almost ready, sir. We can also use the active ability. Click the heavy cruiser's play button. 2 options will appear for this ship's active ability. One to raise our carrier's defense, the other to raise our escort's defense. Each of these options raises one of 2 defense values. Other ships' abilities will raise both. For now, excellent, Admiral. We are now in a much better position to defend against enemy attacks. You can click the incoming enemy button above the radar to see the approaching forces. Observe the value of the enemy's attack strength in comparison to our carrier's defense. We must now wait to see how the battle unfolds.
Wow. This is awesome. Very ominous. I wonder how far away they are. They get close. Oh yeah, it's taking forever. We should speed it up. Oh. How did I do that? Oh, look out.
Well done, sir. We successfully repelled the attack. However, our defense...
So, what did it say? However, our defense values have decreased to 6. Some of the effects of the measures we took to raise our defenses were temporary. Haven't been put to use, like the CAP mission, or worn off over time. Hover over the carrier's defense method for more information. But your imminent clash with the enemy, some of their planes require urgent repairs.
Values have decreased. Some of the effects of the measures in the crew management menu, you will see that the anti-aircraft crew is currently busy maintaining the cannons. To repair the ship faster, we need to assign as many men to damage control, DC, as we can, sir. As always, we must wait for the units to take their positions in DC. Once we have enough personnel assigned to DC, we'll have an effective workforce ready to deal with damage and malfunctions. Once they are in position, close the menu to return to the deck, Admiral.
One there, 2 there, and 3.
We can form one damage control team. To do so, you must first move an officer to the highlighted navigation room.
Orders! Roger that!
Alright, Adam Jensen can go there. Oh, Warren Adams. Oops, my bad. And there, then.
From here, you can enable Add 1 times DC team. With our DC teams in place, repairs can begin. There's been a malfunction in the engine section, Admiral. To assign the DC teams to repair this, click one of their portraits in the damage control panel and select Malfunction Repair, represented by a cogwheel icon.
Malfunction repair.
Excellent. Now we need to wait for the malfunction to be fixed.
So he's... Aha. Okay, so he's automatically going that way. Righto. Cool. So we're going to wait for that to happen. This is where I get super confused. Or is that where it's happening? Aha.
Sir, a fire broke out in the hangar. We must assign one of our teams to firefighting duties. Quickly, just in time. DC is dealing with the fire as we speak.
Jeepers. This is where it gets super intense for me. Managing this and managing upstairs. Damage and blood sections were recorded. Quick to view. Done. Yeah. Love the detail. Okay.
Water has breached the helm section, Admiral.
Oh, damn.
To pump out the water, a DC team must be assigned to deflooding duties. Our men in DC are dealing with this, sir. We just need to wait for them to finish pumping out the water.
Where's... Oh, there it is. Damn. Alright, pump that water out, you dudes. Get down there. The water's rising. It's up to his waist. Oh, damn. Come on, dudes. Get out of there, crewman. Oh, master that.
As well as assigning tasks to DC teams, you can also take direct control over their actions. To enable this, there is already an officer in the navigation room. In there, you can set the switch to the function labeled Boost and gain direct control of DC teams. Some of our crew have been injured, sir. Click the highlighted event icon to move the camera to where this event is taking place. While injured crew will receive first aid from DC teams assigned to medical duties in the damage control panel, you can also tend to them quickly by sending a DC team directly to the segment marked with the cross icon. Select a DC team from the panel and then click the segment where they are needed. We must not delay, sir.
Sir!
There we go. Oh, look at him go. Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to be super intense when there's a full battle going.
We were able to save our injured shipmates, sir. Had we not reached them in time, they would still be alive, but in mortal danger. The units portrayed in the crew management menu would then be marked with a red background and the time remaining until their deaths. Open the crew management menu, and I will show you how to help our crew in such circumstances. To make the medical department operational, you need to move an available crew unit there.
Yeah, right. So, critically injured unit is from the navigation department. If not healed in the sick bay, this unit will die in 10 hours. Wowzers.
The highlighted slot in the unassigned crew units panel, marked with a cross symbol, represents space in the sick bay. The unit will be inactive for a while, but they will recover.
10 hours,
You can now
wow.
close the crew management menu. Another enemy airstrike is imminent, Admiral.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so my defense is 4 though. Wait for the enemy to strike, but their defense is 9. Why do I want to have him absolutely outperform me?
He survived the attack, but the carrier sustained significant damage. You must coordinate the repairs, sir. Deck. Sir, damage control is needed.
Oh,
There is a
jeepers.
fire below deck. Sir,
Awaiting orders.
damage control is needed.
Fire.
Aye, aye.
We have
On your command.
water coming out to.
On our way.
Oh man, we've got another fire there. So let's get you onto.
Yes, sir.
Oh jeez, there's a fire there too. God.
Ready.
Let's get
Negative.
out there. Alright, so he's got to go up there to get that fire.
Aye, aye. Awaiting orders. On our way. On your command. Yes, sir.
Oh, how are we doing? That's good. Get rid of that. And oh damn. So what's this one? Destroyed. Okay.
Ready.
Can we repair?
On our way.
Then you guys
Awaiting orders.
maintain.
Aye, aye.
That. And
On your
guys
command.
Maintain. Let's repair.
On our way.
Alright, we're getting there. So we're good for fires, good for flooding. Yes. It's just repairs now. So everyone should be on repairs. Sweet as 6 to go. One left. Done. Alright, so in that time I got achieved for being the commander. Complete all three, no, lieutenant commander. Complete all three tutorial missions. Nice. Alright. Sweet. Well, my name is Inferno. This was my first look at Aircraft Carrier Survival, the full release as of the 20th of April 2021. Thank you again to CreativeForge Games for the review key, and that's improved a lot since I played the prologue, especially the videos of the attacks and the incoming and outgoing attacks. But I'll be playing more of this week. But for now, hope you enjoyed that video. My name's Inferno, and I'll see you next time.